Hey y'all, what's up? It's Jack and I'm back at it again with another video. So in today's video, I kind of want to go over a few things that I have personally learned from becoming a young entrepreneur slash small business owner. If you don't already know, where have you been? But if you don't already know, I do own The Gold Standard, where we provide high quality items without the high prices. Over the past few months, I've kind of shifted my inventory to reflect what I personally want to sell versus what I thought was trending or what I just automatically assume would sell. So now I am gearing my inventory more towards high quality jewelry pieces versus just overall accessories. So if you are interested, there are a bunch of items on sale on the site right now. So go ahead and click the link down below. We have a bunch of items still in stock. I'm wearing a few right now. I have on some of our new release stacked earrings and also have on our herringbone chain and a new chain I'm actually testing out right now, so I can't speak on it. All of our jewelry is made out of stainless steel and is either gold plated or silver plated, so that way your skin won't turn green, your jewelry pieces won't turn different colors, and you won't have any skin irritations. I personally test out my own pieces before they hit the site, so that way I know everything is quality. So go ahead and check out The Gold Standard. Let's go ahead and get straight into this video. If you ever see me looking down, it's because I'm looking at my laptop where I took a few notes, and I want to make sure I hit everything. Okay, let's take a second to pause real quick. If you don't already, go ahead and grab yourself a notebook, the notes app on your phone, something, anything to take notes throughout this video. I'm dropping a few gems, y'all, so go ahead and get something that you can take notes with. Now we can finally get into the video. So I get asked a lot of questions being a business owner. I have owned my business for a few years now and have ventured into a few other side hustles as well. And I really want to touch on today how to make money with your business. So the first thing I want to make sure that I'm absolutely clear on is that you need to know your target audience. You need to know exactly who you're marketing towards, who you want to buy your products. Having a small business and saying that we cater to everyone is just not ideal. It's not realistic. So you definitely want to narrow down who your target audience is so that way you know how to move forward. The same ads that appeal to a young woman who is Gen Z will not appeal in the same way to an older male who is in his 40s. So you definitely want to know who you're trying to reach and how you want to reach them in order to make some money off of your business. The next thing is definitely to understand your own brand. You want to have a clear and concise vision of your brand so that way you're able to communicate that towards your customers or potential customers in this case. And so that way they will trust you when you're talking about your brand. And if anyone has any questions, you can automatically answer them because you yourself understand your own brand. You want to have a clear brand identity so that way everything makes sense to the consumer. And that leads us into the next point, which is having a clear vision. If you look at different well-known brands now, let's say Target versus Nike. Target and Nike could sell similar things, they do some of the time, but the vision of the brand and the brand identity are completely different. And kind of going off of that and focusing more on the consumer, you want to create brand awareness. Now you can't go about creating brand awareness in many different ways, but one of the most prevalent ways that we see today is digital marketing. And digital marketing, of course, includes social media, which is probably the biggest way that small businesses are promoting themselves nowadays. And to coincide with digital marketing, you also want to think about word of mouth. So if you have people who you know who are buying from your brand, you want to give them an experience that they're going to want to tell the next person and the next person and the next person. So that way you can create a well-rounded sense of brand awareness. And now talking about social media, that kind of goes into the next point that I want to mention. Something that I've noticed that has worked for my small business is to cross-promote my business on different social media platforms. So that way you're reaching multiple audiences in multiple different ways. Of course, we have social media platforms like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat, Pinterest, all types of different platforms. The more you promote your brand on each platform, I promise the more sales you're going to get. Because each time you promote your brand on these different platforms, you're reaching a different audience, but your same target audience, if that makes sense, just on different platforms. And one thing that I've definitely realized, I'm not gonna lie to you right now, Instagram is definitely my favorite way to promote my business because it's almost more comfortable in a way, but I truly believe that Instagram is not here for the small business owner. A little known fact is that if you have your Instagram page set as a business profile, Instagram assumes that you have the funds to pay for ads, so they push out your content less to your audience. That way you will want to buy an ad, so that way you get more views, more likes, more comments. So if you're not ready to push a bunch of money into ads, then I would say Instagram may not be the best bet to be like your main source of promotion. And that kind of leads me into the best app that I think is out there right now for small businesses, which is TikTok. TikTok is amazing because you can have one follower and then all of a sudden one of your videos is seen by 1 million people. And then those 1 million people now know about your brand and now are aware of your brand and hopefully will want to buy from your brand. Instagram is an app that's not really set up for people to discover new businesses and new things out there, but TikTok definitely is. Like, that's the main point of TikTok, is that you can scroll and just find new things that you might be interested in. So I would definitely say cross promote your brand on different platforms and look into different platforms. See which one works best for your brand. I would definitely suggest to have a social media account on multiple platforms for your brand. And then next, you want to create engaging content. Let's say I am posting on my Instagram story from my brand's account, but it's not enough just to post pretty pictures or customer pictures. You also want to create engaging content, so something that the audience will want to engage with. So whether that be like an Instagram poll where they choose one thing or the other, or if they use the little slide tool to rate something on your Instagram story, or if you have a call to action that makes them want to swipe up and answer a question, anything like that will do. And then you want to think about the captions of your posts. You want to have a call to action in your captions, so that way hopefully you'll get people to comment underneath your posts or share it or save it, and that creates more engagement for your brand. And speaking of engagement, you also want to engage with your audience. So if you are getting comments underneath your posts, you want to answer them back. In an ideal world, you'll want to answer any comments that you get on any of your posts within the first 30 minutes of the Instagram post being published. So as soon as you post some content for your brand, don't just get off your phone and just let it be. No, you want to be on your phone for at least 30 more minutes, so that way you can monitor if you get any comments, questions, or concerns that you can quickly answer. And you could even take it a step further. So from your business account, you could go and look at your followers and then go on their pages, like and comment on their pictures, so that way they're more likely to engage back with your content. And so the next thing I want to talk about that still has to do with social media is to schedule your content in advance. I cannot tell you how much time it saves to go ahead and make all the content for a whole month and schedule it out before that month begins, so that way you don't even have to worry about it. In an ideal world, I'd be posting on my business page at least once a day. So having all of that content pre-planned and pre-prepared beforehand definitely makes my life a lot easier, because once that time where I want to post rolls around, I don't have to scramble to edit a picture or think of a caption or anything like that. Everything is all ready to go. And then when you're thinking about your target audience, you want to think about what they want to see. Like I said before, someone who is Gen Z is not going to want to see the same type of content that someone in their 40s wants to see. So definitely do some research to figure out what your target audience wants to see. One thing that I think you kind of have to feel around with as a new business owner, and something that I've definitely had to figure out myself, is finding your niche. It's really easy to try to want to sell a product or an experience or a program or anything like that just because it's something that's trending. So we've all seen like the lip gloss brands, the lashes, all of that. And I'm not knocking any of that because I've even gone through that phase. But what I realized is that if it's just trending and that's the only reason why I want to sell it, I'm not going to be as committed to my brand in comparison to if I'm trying to sell something that means a lot to me. So don't sell something just because the person next to you is selling something and it's going well for them. Find something that you really enjoy selling. And the last important thing that I think is vital to any small business, especially in today's world, is to find somebody to bounce ideas off of. I have a very close friend who we have scheduled calls every single week, and those calls are scheduled so that way we can have a scheduled time to bounce ideas off of each other. And having that outside person to bounce ideas off of is so vital, whether it comes to what price ranges you should be looking at for your products, and what products you should restock and which ones you shouldn't. But I will say, don't have too many people that you're bouncing ideas off of, because then it's like that saying, when there's too many cooks in the kitchen, like nothing's going to get done because everybody has a different opinion. And if you have 5 different opinions flying at you at the same time, it's kind of hard to figure out which direction you want to go to. So I would say probably stick to 1 or 2 people to bounce ideas off of and get feedback from, and then you're good. So hopefully something in this video was helpful to you. I definitely enjoy being a small business owner. It's something that I've honestly never really wanted to quit. It's definitely taken a lot of energy, a lot of passion, a lot of time, a lot of money, obviously, but it's something that I truly enjoy, and I can't wait to see my business grow and grow and grow. So if you have a small business, definitely comment it down below. I love supporting others, and if you know me, you know I especially love supporting small Black-owned businesses. So if you have one of those, definitely leave it down below, please. And then everyone who watches this video can go in the comments and support each other as well. So that's it for today's video. I hope you have a great rest of your day, rest of your week, whatever, and I'll see you next Sunday. Bye!